Clean LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Well, it's National Cocktail Day this week, or as I call it, every day at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Lucky gift giveaway. Get a 3-quart ceramic saucepan when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 25th.
Number 2.
Fog Hat, live May 23rd.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Cadillac Lyric. Earn entries now playing table games with your rewards card and be here at 10 p on the 30th to win.
Morongo, good times.
For employers looking for their star players, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology works fast to find qualified candidates for your job, and you can invite your top choices to apply. It's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Time for a full court press in your hiring game? Try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey everyone, this is Ramona Shelburne. Here's something I learned firsthand. A lot of ERs don't have pediatric specialists. But did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles is the go-to for complex cases? When my older son Daniel had a scary fall and later developed Bell's palsy, we took him to the local ER. But they didn't have a pediatric specialist, so they called Children's Hospital Los Angeles for guidance. Their expertise isn't just in-house, it's a resource for the whole community. When it comes to kids' emergencies, CHLA is the MVP that other hospitals turn to.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
It's time for your first chance to react to tonight's Lakers game.
It's time for the Lakers postgame show tonight.
This is the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers postgame show and react on the game.
Lakers Spurs game 67 of the season is in the books.
Lakers basketball is a final.
877-710 ESPN.
This is the Lakers postgame show.
Tipping off now.
Here's Beto Duran.
Lakers get the victory over the Spurs, 125-109. They're expected to do that. You're expected to take care of San Antonio. If you're at the pregame with myself and Michael Thompson, like MTR at the Spurs, like, man, I'm not talking about the Spurs. Let's go here, right? And we did have a fun pregame show because this week there is a TV crew from Slovenia that is broadcasting all of the Laker games here in Southern California back to Slovenia, where it was about 2 in the morning when they were watching that game. So Luka Doncic, again, he's a big figure. He's a big dude. He is a name. And this crew from Arena TV in Slovenia, in conjunction with the NBA, was supposed to be in Dallas sometime this month to broadcast some games for Luka back to Slovenia. And they said, oh, got traded. Guess we're going to LA. They found it out, so they were here. And Luka did the job. Lakers did the job. Lakers got the victory tonight. 125-109 over the Spurs. A game that was never really in any kind of danger. You know, San Antonio jumped out to a quick lead, and after that, the Lakers took over. But this isn't a game where if you're like, look at Luka, he had the number. Nah, Luka was 5 for 20 from the field. He only had 1 3-pointer. He's still not as consistent with the three as much as I would like. He got you the 21 points, but regardless, though, he changes the game. He changes the flow. He makes everybody around him better. And Luka is performing at a level where you're like, oh, man, he's not knocking down the shots. What's he doing? He gets to the free throw line, had 10 free throws, had 14 assists, 14 dimes finding the players. Again, San Antonio's not that good of a team. San Antonio only had really Vassell, who was a guy for him. And Castle came on later with the points. He had 23. But San Antonio, you do what you're supposed to do right now. Take care of business. Game number 67 of the season against a team that is hoping for a high lottery pick, a team that's hoping for the ping pong balls to go on their side, in the Spurs, who have no Wemby, no Fox. They're shut down for the season. Get in, get out, get the victory, and move on. Rest up, because Wednesday is the game against the Denver Nuggets, a team that you scared on Friday night with your second and third string players. LeBron and Rui still going to be out for this week, but you're going to have your squad there. You're going to have Luka. You're going to have Jackson Hayes. You're going to have Dorian Finney-Smith. You're going to have the team that you need out there to perform, and you have to get after it. Good job by Jordan Goodwin in this game. Really like his approach. Goodwin getting 33 minutes, and then the interview with MT in Ireland after the game, 15 points for Goodwin. Christian Koloko. Again, Koloko is good in quick spurts when he can contain. He has extra energy, like too much. But he gets in there, get you 4 points in 9 minutes. Good. Boom. Roll around. Gabe Vincent, 11 points. Gabe Vincent, corner three, catch, shoot, knock it down. Next thing you know, Gabe Vincent has 3 3-pointers that he's knocked down. Dalton Connect, off shooting night by his standards, but still get you the 13 points for Dalton Connect. You're supposed to get the victory. Am I going to put much stock into this one? No, not at all. It's, NCAA is here. March Madness is here. Survive in advance. Tonight, get back on the winning side like you did yesterday with the Suns. Tonight, get the victory, build momentum, and then stay where you're going to be at. You want to be in the standing, because the standings right now in the Western Conference, from the 2 to the 5 spot, it is separated by 1 game. And that is crazy with game number 67 in the season done. The Lakers are currently in the 4th spot with a record of 42-25. Denver is ahead of them by 1 game. And they're tied with the Rockets, same record at 44-25, but the Rockets have the advantage, and that's why the Rockets would be the 2 spot. So the Lakers, 1 game back of the 2 spot. And you remember last week when my executive producer, Michael Funches, was over here, shambles! 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 The Lakers are not in shambles. Papa V in the Active Collision YouTube chat says, I have removed shambles from my vocabulary. There are no shambles with this team, Michael Funches, executive producer.
Still living it, baby.
You're still in the shambles world?
Still living it, baby. Shambles. I'm in the shambles part of the house, man.
You're in the shambles part of the house?
Yes.
Michael Funches, the Lakers are closer to the 2 spot, they're 1 game back, than they are to the 7 spot, 3.5 games.
Need a king back.
Okay, LeBron to come back. And what did we say? Maintain and hold. Maintain. Stay above water. Tread water. Get going. You knew the road trip was going to be tough. They went 0-4, but you knew it was going to be tough. Win these games. And now Denver comes to town on Wednesday. Is anybody scared of Denver?
Don't believe it. If they can beat Denver and Milwaukee back-to-back, then I'm off Team Shambles.
Okay, I'm not even going to get into the Milwaukee game. I'm going to leave that one alone. It's the Denver game where I want to see it, because Denver rested their guys tonight. Denver is looking like, okay, we want to be
And they still
fresh.
beat the Warriors, too.
And they did beat the Warriors. That's why I'm not really worried about the Warriors, too, because they're not a team that, like, I know Draymond said they're going to the NBA Finals, but it's not a team that I'm like, oh, let me worry about them.
I'm scared about them.
Denver ain't. Because Denver knows, hey, these aren't the same Lakers.
Yeah, they rested their guys for us tomorrow or for us on Wednesday.
They're not the same Lakers against Denver. And I think Denver knows that this game on Wednesday is going to be huge for them. Regardless of the outcome, it's the mental side of it. Like, if the Lakers could come out and mess around with Denver, push them around, and they're doing it without LeBron, So it's a very, very important week. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. We are not in shambles. We are taking your calls. And Funch, put up the calls out there. Right now, let me tell you about Active Collision. My boy Leo and the crew at Active Collision are taking care of me right now. You know, I've said that I got into a car accident a couple weeks ago, hit and run on the freeway, been dealing with the insurance. So I have to drop off my truck to Leo and the crew right there in La Puente at Active Collision. I took it there. They evaluated it, figured it all out. They called the insurance. The agent came out. They took pictures, all that stuff. But because my car is still drivable, because it's the tailgate and the bumper that are a mess, okay, Beto, when do you want to drop it off? Okay, well, I'm really, really busy right now. I got to figure out a day to drop it off and everything else. Leo called me today. Beto, I called the insurance. You need to bring the truck in today. I'm like, Leo, there's a game tonight. Maybe tomorrow, but I got to go to Disneyland. It's a whole thing, right? There's a whole thing going on. So I'm going to drop it off on Wednesday, and he's like, Beto, we need the truck here because Leo is moving that fast for me. I've never had anybody work that fast for me. 626-330-0100. That's 626-330-0100. Or visit activecollisionrepair.com. Let them know that 710 sent you, and you'll get a 50% discount on your insurance deductible. If you need a tow, 24 hours a day, Leo and his crew will be there for you. Active Collision on Instagram is where you want to check him out, and he's made it so much easier. Now it's to the point where they're calling me to say, hey, we want to help you. I love that from the crew at Active Collision, and they're bringing you the YouTube chat where people are getting after it. Sean Ellison, what about Vando putting them on notice? You know what? We're going to get into that. Jared Vanderbilt is not a dude that you need to mess with. Cam said, I hope the Lakers sign Goodwin after his two-way is up. I'm sure they're waiting until it expires to save money. It's not necessarily that, Cam. The way the two-way works is you're only allowed a certain amount of games. And if you reach that limit, then you have to make that decision. So you have to figure out where you're going to cut a player. That's the thing. The Lakers need to cut somebody in order to open up a roster spot for a Goodwin or a Coloco or whoever it is that you're going to convert from the two-way, because the two-way is technically somebody that's on the South Bay Lakers roster, but they're allowed to play with the big team, but the contract is theirs. But if you allocate them and you change it up, you convert it, then you're allowed to play in the playoffs, because two-way players are not allowed to be on a playoff roster. Austin, Texas, for real? We're going to go to Texas? Rafa and Austin, you're our first caller tonight. How you doing?
Hey, Beto, how are you?
Rafa, I remember you. You called last week.
Yeah, this is my second call,
yeah.
and I had to.
My man, ¿cómo estás? Everything good?
All good, man, all good. This is fantastic. So 2 in a row and trying to forget those 4 losses. And it's just something funny. Being in Texas, I couldn't watch the game on League Pass because I'm in the same market as San Antonio.
Oh.
But then I was listening to Arlen and Thompson, and I was watching the game Golden State against Denver.
Ew.
Man, I was rooting for Golden State, which I feel horrible that I'm rooting for another team. But I wanted Golden State to win this game so it can fare better for us in the whole race right now. So, man, having fun. Just listen to the game. Couldn't watch anything, so I'm trying to see if YouTube has some of those highlights.
Yeah, the YouTube, there'll be some highlights out there. Rafa, I'm glad you're called back because San Antonio, I've been there a lot of times, covered the Laker playoff games or the Final Fours. It's an interesting city, but I know
I've always wanted to go.
Austin is a fun city. I like Austin.
That's what my wife wants me to go.
Yeah, so yes. We need to go. We need to go hang out with Rafa. Rafa, is there a big Laker fan base in that area?
Well, I don't know, but my 3 kids are Lakers fans, and quite a few of my coworkers are. But I'm telling you, you go on the street when the Lakers are playing, you find quite a few Lakers T-shirts. So I think that this is good. It's the same thing when I go to the DR, to Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
You find quite a few people wearing, LeBron James and Kobe Bryant T-shirts. I'm sorry, man. It's just I think that this is worldwide, man, and I'm glad to be a fan.
Oh, I know. In the Dominicana, there's a lot of Laker fans out there. Do it. Rafa, appreciate the phone call. As always, thank you for the support all the way from Austin, Texas. That's the way to do it right there. Points to the Paint all season long, sponsored by Vista Paint, locally owned manufacturer for over 65 years. Vista Paint, your home for factory direct, high-quality paint products. Vista Paint, your championship team of paint professionals for over 65 years. Tonight, Points to the Paint, tied up at 48. Coming up next, we're going to hear from J.J. Redick as he spoke to the media after the game. More of your phone calls, 877-710-3776, 877-710-ESPN. Funchy, you notice that everybody was calling? Calm. The YouTube page? Calm. The tweets? Calm. There are no shambles here, bro. You're the only one in shambles.
I see life has the glass half empty, okay? You people out there see it half full right now.
Again, well, you should be. Lakers are getting healthy, getting their bodies back, and they're rolling. I'm not putting all this stuff. Okay, they beat the Spurs, they beat the Suns, whatever. 2 teams that aren't in a play-in tournament right now. But regardless of Funch, You got to get the wins, man.
Well, Sean Ellison in the chat room said, shambles is over after Wednesday, Funch. So I told him I might agree with you if they win on Wednesday. I might agree with him.
Okay. There are no...
I need to see 2 more wins, okay?
You're hard to please. That's why yesterday when we went to Mastro's, you passed on the butter cake because you're on a diet. More of your phone calls coming up. Lakers postgame show brought to you by Actor Collision right here on 710 ESPN.
Jan from Toyota here. Have you felt cooped up from winter? Well, now until March 31st is the perfect time for a new Toyota, like Camry, Tundra, Grand Highlander, and more. So you can get back out there and do the things you love, like strapping your bikes into the bed of a Tundra to find some new trails. Too steep! Too steep! Off-roading with your best buds in a 4Runner.
Woohoo! I feel alive again!
Packing a Camry full of plants to redo your garden.
Whew, my green thumb is back.
Loading up rods and reels into a Corolla Cross for a fly fishing trip.
I got one! Hey!
Sorry.
And hitching up the boat to a Grand Highlander for a lake day.
I haven't water skied in a long time!
Live out your spring fantasies with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, it's National Cocktail Day this week, or as I call it, every day at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Lucky gift giveaway. Get a 3-quart ceramic saucepan when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 25th.
Number 2.
Fog Hat, live May 23rd.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Cadillac Lyric. Earn entries now playing table games with your rewards card and be here at 10 p on the 30th to win.
Morongo, good times.
The entry window is now closed, but ESPN LA and BBGO are still on the hunt to find the Lakers GOAT, the greatest Lakers fan of all time. And now we're going to need your help. From March 18th to March 24th, just go to LakersGoFote.com and vote for the GOAT. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with incredible prizes like courtside seats and a whole lot more. So remember, do your part and vote for the Lakers GOAT. March 18th through the 24th, only at LakersGoFote.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com. LakersGoFote.com.
This is the Lakers postgame show.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
On 710 ESPN. Call now to be part of the Lakers postgame show and react on the game.
877-710 ESPN.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
That's right. St. Patrick's Day. Nobody wearing green. Good. Got a couple good St. Patty's Day stories for you
I didn't
guys.
know people really get it in like all day long as far as like drinking and stuff like that.
Because you're not a drinker.
I can drink. But
No, you drink Hennessy shots and then you leave.
Yeah, like in 2 hours. That's fine.
No. In 2 minutes, you
That's
take your
fine.
shot and then you leave. You're not a drinker. I'm a drinker.
Okay, yeah.
So I got some plenty. And then it's more of like an East Coast.
No,
kind
but
of
I mean,
thing.
like I saw people out here like in bars at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but those are amateur hours. let me tell you this, man. When you haven't lived, I'll tell my story about St. Patrick's Day and the Dropkick Murphys in Boston.
For sure. All right.
Later on in the show and during story time right now. Shout out to a couple Laker fans that are out there really, really active. Walrus in Encino, our dude. Say it with me, Durant Sports. Jackson, Reed, Hayes. Action Jackson is what makes his team go. Okay. I'll finish the tweet. When he's on the court, there is an energy we simply cannot replicate when he's not. That I agree with. Jackson Hayes comes in with that energy when he is on the court. That's what I like about him. And what I like is he's able to sustain it now. Now that he's getting more minutes. Now that he's in the 25 to 30 range. Because remember when AD was here, he would come in and he would look like sometimes he was a deer in headlights at times. Now knowing he's going to get minutes, he's slowed it down a little bit. He's calmer, and he's getting the spots for you. But as Michael Thompson, when I was trying to talk about the pregame, he's like, he's not impressing me. He's supposed to go up there and get alley-oops and dunk it. How hard is that? I'm like, well, at least he's doing it, Michael. I'm trying to give the guy credit for it. Also, shout out to our good friend who called us from El Paso last week. He brought his son to the game tonight. So he's in town for work, and this is AMAT is his name, and I tweeted out Durant Sports, and he and his son were off to the side. It's really cool. He's a big Dodger fan, so he'll be up to 3 in the morning to watch the game. Son on spring break, and he brought him back. His son is now 17 years old, and he's like, the last time he was here, he was just a newborn. And then they moved to El Paso, and he's called the show a couple of times. Just like Mike and Whittier calling us for the first time. Mike, you're the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN, brought to you by Active Collision.
Hey, what's up, Beto? Thanks for taking my call, man.
What's up, Mike? So why'd you decide to call me today? I'm always curious when we get first-time callers.
We were just headed home from the game. I took my son to the game right now, so I decided to give it a shot. Yeah, man.
Okay, like I say, first-time callers, you guys moved to the front of the line. So where'd you sit, Mike?
We sat in section 116. It was actually last minute. A friend of mine just, hey, you want to go to the game tonight? I got some tickets. And
Beautiful.
Yeah, I left early from work, and we made it out. My son had a great time.
Yeah, so you were right behind the basket. That's a good spot right there.
Yeah, it was a good spot, and I even told my son to sneak on the side, to see some of the players run out of the tunnel, so he was super excited about that.
Oh, so how old is your son?
He's 11.
So he's 11. So I was down there, too, when the players came out of the tunnel. So it's pretty cool to see in that corner when they come out because they have the kids on the floor, the high-five kids. So your son was able to get out there. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, okay,
Mike, it was awesome.
Let the people know. When you sit that close, tell me Luka doesn't look different than on TV.
Different in what way?
As in he moves different than he does on TV, right? Like, you don't realize how big this dude really is.
Yeah, the one who really stood out to me was Vando. I was like, man, look how big Vando is. Like, he's just a monster with, like, long wingspan, I was like, you don't realize that on TV,
Yeah, and he is somebody you want to mess around with because he got the technical. And he shoved one of the Spurs players when they got mixed it up. So, Mike, did you have a great time tonight?
Yeah, we did. One thing I want to see Dalton Connect kind of get into a more defined role. I feel like he could be a great player for us off the bench, but it's just like his minutes are so sparingly, he can't really get into a rhythm, so he hasn't really defined his role yet for our team.
And that's one thing that Dalton Connect's going to have to deal with because when LeBron comes back and when they get into the playoffs, the minutes is going to be really hard to find because tonight Dalton Connect can get you 20 minutes, but in the playoffs, that 8- and 9-man rotation is going to be super tight, and the only way he can get in there is if he's knocking down shots. Mike, I appreciate the phone call. Thanks for calling, and I appreciate you sharing the moment with us, man. That's pretty cool, being able to take the son last minute, 11-year-old, get to see the players run out. Here's what J.J. Redick had to say about the team staying locked in.
I thought there were stretches that we played good defensively. We lost, our way at the end of the third, start of the fourth when they went on that run. But the way we were able to generate good offense, and I think it was 48 threes and 34 were uncontested. Just our guys' ability to connect, and Luka leading that with 14 assists, and probably could have had 18 or 19. But to have another game with 30-plus assists, I thought our offensive decision-making and consistency, where we had 4 really good offensive quarters was great.
As J.J. Redick on Spectrum Sports then after the game, here's what Austin Reeves had to say about tonight.
I just thought we, played hard, starts the game plan, and we continue to build that chemistry, and I think you can tell by the way we're playing. Everybody's sharing the ball. Luka obviously causes so much, havoc for teams' defenses that the majority of the time you got to blitz him, and then you're playing 4-on-3. So it's a fun brand of basketball, and after a long road trip that we was really bad on, it's good to get home and get back to winning.
Is Austin Reeves our player of the game tonight, Funch? It's got to be, right?
It's got to be him and Luka. What do you think?
I mean, you drop.
Yeah, Austin Reeves. Yeah, it has to be.
When you drop 30, like that.
Here's Austin Reeves for 3. Got it. 23 for Austin. 22-point lead for the Lakers.
Austin Reeves hit 5 3-pointers, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals in 36 minutes of action. Austin Reeves, tonight's player of the game, driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Let's go back to the Laker locker room and hear what Austin Reeves has to say about the Denver game That's on Wednesday. Is he in shambles, Funch?
We know we're going to come in and they're going to, be prepared, and it's going to be a war like it always is. They're a really good team that has really good, players that play really good together, and I feel like we have the same, and we got to be locked in and ready to compete on both ends.
And Wednesday's going to be fun. Wednesday will be a lot of fun. Active Collision bringing you the YouTube chat. That's always available. A lot of people going back and forth. Big O, our good friend, listener to the station, he's excited about this Laker team right now. And, Big O has been salty and nasty with the Lakers for the last couple of years. Even he is on that little namaste. I think he's been visiting Chris Ward a lot because he's been feeling pretty good about the way that the Lakers are playing. Now, are the Lakers a team that's a juggernaut? No. They still got some concerns for me? Absolutely. Is there a team that is in the middle of the pack? Yeah. Is it a team that is my favorite in the Western Conference? No. Are they trending the right way? Yes. One thing that we have to figure out, though, as the playoffs are approaching, is a team that has so many different lineups because of the injury to LeBron, because of the injuries to Luka, because of the injuries to DFS, where guys are getting different days to rest to make sure that their bodies are holding up because you're hopefully going into a deep playoff run. Here's what Austin Reeves had to say about the chemistry.
I think it's just a next man up mentality. We got a lot of guys in here that know how to play basketball, and I think when you do create some type of an advantage, it just becomes about making the right play, and I feel like we've done that the last couple nights. So it's fun.
Take care of business. That's what you have to do. Why are you guys showing the top of Funch's head on the YouTube chat, man? That ain't right. That is not right, man. Pay attention back there, man. You guys are showing Funch's receding hairline. I never knew Funch was bald back there like that.
I'm in my 40s, man. What happens to men
well,
in
because,
their 40s?
No, but you're tall, Funch, so I've never seen the top of your head.
Well, they got these new chairs that make me look like a midget.
I know, but the kids in the back should be saying, that's a bad angle of Funch. Let's cut that. Like me, it's fine. Show my 4 chins. I don't care. I'm the talent. I'm a quote talent.
Well, like I said, they got these new chairs that came in the studio, and it's cool for like Lindsay. It's cool for someone like Laura, and they look taller. But for me, I look like I'm shorter.
No, but when you're talking, Funch, and sorry, we're going off the topic. When you're talking, the camera has your forehead. It looks beautiful, like you have a shaved head. You were looking down, and it was the top of your head, and all we saw was like that. What was that circle in the back when you're bald?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know about that, but you might want to shave the head, bro. It might be time.
I know.
Corey in Irvine, first-time caller on the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
How you doing? Great game.
What's up, Corey? How you doing? You feeling good?
Good. I'm feeling really good. I decided to splurge, and I bought a single seat courtside.
No, you didn't.
And I did. I sat next to Floyd Mayweather.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, because we sit behind you guys. So, Corey, this is beautiful, by the way. I'm loving this. You bought the ticket today?
Today on Ticketmaster, splurged, single seat. It was great.
Good.
It was awesome.
Okay, so were you to the left or to the right of Floyd?
I was if you're sitting next, I was sitting to his left. But, if you're facing him to his right, I was right to the left.
Okay, so Corey.
Wearing a black sweatshirt.
Yes. So Corey, were you there during the anthem?
I was.
Okay, so during the anthem, I was going to bring this up later. There was a couple that was sitting on the other side of Corey, on the other side. And they were recording during the anthem, and Floyd told them, "Hey man, no, put the phone away." And he pointed at the American flag, and they looked at Floyd. He's like, "No, put your phone away." And then the other person had their phone, and he's like, "You too, put your phone away." And Floyd had his hand over his heart, very patriotic. Oh man, right? So I'm right, Corey. He did that.
I was shocked, and I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Respect the flag.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. All right, Corey.
But you know what I noticed the most sitting that close, like you said, Luka and his size, he looks like a center. I mean, he's huge. But the one thing that Floyd and I were talking about the entire game, and I'm a big Luka fan. I love Luka. But he argues on every single play. Like 32 times he was barking at the refs, and honestly, he got fouled a few times. I think the refs just ignored it because they were so tired of him just barking. I mean, every single play. And I love him. I mean, it's Luka. I mean, he's phenomenal. But he needs to quiet down. He needs to just play his game, because I think that he's going to lose the reps. I think they're just going to not call it because they're just annoyed.
Yeah, at some point, it just becomes white noise for what he's saying. But, Corey, all right, look, I don't know anybody that sits courtside. So you have all night long. Forget Ron the Caddy, everybody else that's on hold. Corey, tell me the people how much Floyd Mayweather is talking to the players. Because I've heard these stories, and he is always chirping, right?
He's nonstop talking. He's barking at every play. And then during the game, the players are talking back. They're coming back to defense, and they're having conversations with them. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I mean, he's him and Chris Paul are best friends. Just having a whole conversation.
Yeah, and it's it's awesome to see. Okay, so you were talking with Floyd. Now, did Floyd tell you what bets he was making?
He did not tell me, but I know he was on his phone often. But I'm not exactly sure what he was doing.
Yeah, because Floyd is at halftime. Floyd always calls in some kind of bets.
But you know what? Nice as can be.
Super nice.
So nice, so kind. Just having a nice conversation. Really, But again, it was just like out of body experience. I'm like, I cannot believe I'm sitting next to him for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, Corey, was this your first time on the floor?
First time on the floor.
Okay, I gotta ask, how much did you pay for tonight?
Don't ask. My wife might be listening.
Oh, well, congratulations on winning a courtside ticket. Somebody gave you. Yeah, it's a tax write-off. It's a charity. You better come up with some good excuses, my man.
It's going to show up on the credit card in a month, so I'll hear it.
Don't worry. Just put Michael Funch's expense. That's what happened. Now, Corey, to the game, though. Again, San Antonio's not that good of a team, but when you're watching the team courtside, there's a chemistry that the Lakers have, don't you? Because you can feel something because you were that close.
No, absolutely. I mean, you see Austin and Goodwin and just the way they were passing the ball, moving the ball along. They're playing really good team defense. The team is coming together. I mean, this team is a really, really strong team, and I think they really enjoy playing with each other. And what I like is that Luka's enjoying himself. And I think Luka really likes Austin Reeves because Austin is phenomenal. I mean, he's playing himself into a max contract. It's unbelievable. Undrafted.
Yeah.
So just watching that team play, it's just so exciting. And, look, I think they just kind of lost sight in that end of the third just because they were just, they were up by 20-22.
Yeah.
And I think everybody just wanted Bronny, and that was the big thing. We were just waiting for Bronny to come in.
So you stayed for Bronny. You got the whole Bronny experience today.
I paid a lot of money for these seats. I stayed for Bronny.
Corey, good luck when you get home, my man. And if you need help, we are here for you. If you need an alibi, tell them that Beto and Funch at 710 got you some tickets, that you won a contest.
There you go. Yeah. Until she sees the credit card.
It will not work, but, man, it'll buy you some time. Corey, do not be a stranger, and call us again in about a month. Give us an update and see if you're in trouble or not.
You got it, buddy.
Appreciate it, man.
Wow. Corey better buy his wife like a nice handbag or something if he's treating himself out to like a courtside seats.
Okay, so
she's gonna look at that bank account.
Look, a courtside seat's not that expensive if you think about it. Michael Morales, our Lakers TMZ.
Yes.
He goes to the games and he sits there and he's usually paying a couple thousand. If I had to guess tonight, Michael, send me a DM. Let me know. Actually, Michael, I think you have a number. Anyways, let me know how much a courtside seat goes for. If I had to guess, probably a couple grand tonight. But because it was one, I mean, somebody was trying to get rid of it, so maybe last minute.
Well, I mean, because Victor and De'Aaron Fox are playing,
Yeah. And it's a Monday night. Some people might have some fatigue because they're saving for the Denver game or something like that. You never know. You never know. But I've never sat courtside. We're on the floor before the games, which is a great experience. I know Reese and the kids in the back always have a great experience being on the floor, but I can only imagine sitting on the floor. And then Floyd, like I told you guys, I've worked fights for Floyd over the past couple of years. Super nice guy.
Making halftime bets, huh?
He makes so many bets all the time.
And I see him sometimes carrying around like a bag or something, and I guess it's cash in there, obviously, right?
Absolutely.
Like stacks of hundreds.
Yes.
Yes. Oh.
Absolutely. And also, for those of you wondering, Floyd doesn't drink. So you might see him at clubs, but he doesn't drink. According to him, he's never had a touch of alcohol.
Wow.
And he'll get up at 3 in the morning and go run again.
Man.
But so, yeah. But I would say a couple. But regardless, a courtside seat is cool. And then you go and you show up and there's Floyd and the security guards next to him. And then next to Floyd was Joel Silver, the Hollywood producer. And then a couple seats over was Rich Paul. So Corey was, I didn't want to get into all the other people, but Corey was like, he was in the spot. In the spot. Coming up next, we will talk to the kids in the back, see what they got. I got to tell you about my Dropkick Murphys St. Patrick's story. And then Funchy stood me up at Mastro's last night. Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN. Lakers get the victory 125-109. They won 2 in a row, and they're currently in the 4th spot in the Western Conference. More of that coming up your way on 710 ESPN.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. You can run your game all season long on Prize Picks, and it's the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. The app is super easy to use. You just create a lineup. All you have to do is pick more or less on a few players for your shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. And on Prize Picks, you can mix and match player projections on different sports. Combine your favorite basketball players with your best guys from baseball, hockey, esports, and much, much more. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Download the app today and use code 710 to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 710 for first-time users. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles has Southern California's only pediatric level 4 epilepsy unit? But what does that really mean for your child? It means a place where every doctor, nurse, and piece of equipment is specially designed for kids with epilepsy. They create personalized care plans for each child. But here's what's really exciting. The Neurological Institute is running over 45 clinical trials to develop new therapies. That means your child could have access to tomorrow's treatments today.
The entry window is now closed, but ESPN LA and BBGO are still on the hunt to find the Lakers GOAT, the greatest Lakers fan of all time. And now we're going to need your help. From March 18th to March 24th, just go to LakersGoFote.com and vote for the GOAT. The Lakers GOAT is going to be rewarded with incredible prizes like courtside seats and a whole lot more. So remember, do your part and vote for the Lakers GOAT. March 18th through the 24th, only at LakersGoFote.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com. LakersGoFote.com.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 2.99% APR for up to 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end March 31st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Well, it's National Cocktail Day this week, or as I call it, every day at Morongo. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Lucky gift giveaway. Get a 3-quart ceramic saucepan when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 25th.
Number 2.
Fog Hat, live May 23rd.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a Cadillac Lyric. Earn entries now playing table games with your rewards card and be here at 10 p on the 30th to win.
Morongo, good times.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
This is the Lakers postgame show on 710 ESPN.
Highlights from tonight's Lakers game and your reaction on the Lakers line.
Call now to be part of the Lakers postgame show and react on the game.
Once again, here's Beto Duran.
Oh. Kobe Bryant. Play it again in the shower in Boston. In one of the NBA Finals. So I'll tell you the story. It might have been 10 years ago. Yeah, I had, because that's 10 years ago, I had ACL surgery. So I was working for Golden Boy. We were doing a show on Fox. And the Dropkick Murphys, Ken Casey, were the promoters in Boston. So we show up. I just had done my ACL. And it was a St. Patrick's Day boxing show at the House of Blues across from Fenway. 5 fights on TV, 5 Irish guys against Boston Irish guys. You know, I'm pretty sure a couple of them were named Sully. against guys that were going to get knocked out, right?
They're like McConnell and stuff like that. Dudes like
Yeah.
that.
One of them was O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan, yes.
Yeah, so that was that. And Ken Casey, Dropkick Murphys, they were great. They were promoters. And I walk up, and I just had ACL surgery a month before that, so I'm limping. And it's the House of Blues across from the Fenway, and it's cold. So I'm limping, and Ken sees me. He's like, in his boss there, he goes, "Wow, you got a bad wheel, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, Ken." He's like, "You're in trouble tonight." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "As soon as the fights are over, our concert is starting." So they put on a concert as soon as the fight was over. They left the ring in the middle of the venue.
And he performed in the ring?
No. The people were allowed to get onto the ring.
Oh, my God.
So as soon as the fight was over, he's like, "You're going to have to book out of your seat ringside because they're going to rush the stage," because the ring was by the stage because people want to get a good spot. He's like, "Man, Beto, well, good luck."
And this is like their hometown, you know?
The hometown boss. And I'm like scared. Because I didn't know him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, and I scared. He's like, he goes, "You got your crutches?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Well, don't worry. I got you. I'm just messing with you." We wait 15 minutes before we let them rush. I'm like, "What do you mean? You still let them rush?" He's like, "Yeah." So we did our stand-up afterwards, and I walk, hobble off to the side, put me up in the top, and sure enough, you start seeing all the drunk Irish guys that had been drinking all day long.
All day.
The area around Fenway, they were drinking all day long because we had to go early for like some meetings. I'm like, these people were getting hammered. The green beer, all that good stuff, all the Irish, and just out of control. As soon as we say, "All right, good night, everybody from Boston," boom. And
They go straight from the bar.
No, they were drinking at the bar. They were at the fights. So you got boxing and a concert, 2-for-1 ticket, and you can just feel the swell of people getting closer and closer. And as soon as the security moved the gate for me to able to go up, boom, they just rush it. All the Sullys and all the O'Sullivans were ready to go, bro. And then they performed. It was a cool event. It was awesome to see. But we did that for a couple years on St. Patrick's Day in Boston, so it was good. Shout out to
I think of The Departed when I heard that song.
Yeah, Ken Casey, good dude, man, good dude. We did some good travels with him and the Dropkick Murphys. All right, kids in the back, let's go. We got Reese, who did fantastic work with the pictures, as always. And I think Jonathan's working with you tonight. Reese, what did you guys run across on the ESPN LA social media accounts?
Yeah, so tonight, Olivier Giroux of LAFC was there. So we
Really?
got to go see him. Yeah. He got a little jersey. They had him do like Allez les Lakers or whatever.
Okay.
Let's go Lakers in French. So I got that.
How did he say it?
Allez les Lakers? I don't speak a lick of French, so
oui.
That's the best I'm going to do. But yeah, there was that. Obviously, you guys were talking about Floyd. But then I think the coolest thing that I got to see, besides obviously the game and stuff, was the Slovenian broadcast team.
Oh.
You guys interviewing the Slovenian broadcast team. Luka and I can't remember. Thielen.
Yep.
Thielen. Yeah, doing the Slovenian game with Michael. That was really fun. I'm gonna produce like a little YouTube video out of that.
Oh, nice.
To go up on the ESPN LA YouTube. So if you want to check it out, it'll be up hopefully in the next day or two.
Nice. What did Jonathan see? Anything good?
Jonathan, you see anything good?
You guys were roaming around the arena, so.
Honestly, I'll be quick. It's just like those Bronny chants, man. Like they just start like a wildfire, and they're just so contagious. And then in a second, you hear everybody just screaming it. It's electric. I love to see it.
And did you go to school with Bronny?
I did. Well, I mean, I saw him a couple times.
Because you
on
graduated from
campus.
USC.
I did. Yeah, I saw him a couple
Go
times.
to a party with him?
No,
I
Bronny
didn't.
didn't.
Celebrities on campus, they're like, you don't see them really.
Yeah.
You don't see them.
And then he's an athlete. You really don't see him in class.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it is. All right, Jonathan and Reese, good job there. It always fun to talk with you guys. You guys do good work. Make sure you check out the ESPN Los Angeles social media account. And the Instagram account, there's a picture of Austin Reeves. Reese took that picture. So anytime you see those pictures, it's Reese. And then Jonathan does a lot of good work on the social sides as well. All right, Lakers in the 4th spot. Let me give you some scores of what happened around the league tonight. It's very, very important because the Western Conference is a mess. So the Grizzlies lost to the Kings, 132-122. That's good because the Grizzlies are a team that the Lakers are battling with. Now, by that loss, the Grizzlies are behind the Lakers, and they're in the 5th spot. So that's important right there. Denver beat the Warriors 114-105. Aaron Gordon led the way with 38 points for them. So there's interesting things. And then the Rockets, they beat the 76ers 144-137 in overtime. And the game that is really interesting, the Timberwolves had their winning streak snapped as they lose to the Pacers in OT at home 132-130. Why do we bring up the Timberwolves? Because they're the team that's the number 7 spot in the Western Conference, which means they're the first team in the play-in tournament. So the play-in tournament, if it started today, would be the Timberwolves and the Clippers, and then Sacramento and Dallas. Dallas, Michael says, they're just falling apart. They lost their last 3, 8 of their last 10, so I don't think they're going to hold on there. The Lakers currently in the 4th spot in the Western Conference. You need a break from every day? Well, Fantasy Springs Resort Casino is there for you, giving away 2 nights stay plus dinner, golf, or bowling for 2. Make any day your lucky day. Book now at FantasySprings.com and purchase tickets right now for Old Dominion or Ice Cube Live at Fantasy Springs. Funch, I don't get you, bro. Why do you still think they're in shambles?
Because I'm just looking at the strength of remaining schedule right now. They are sitting at number 4, and I am still scared.
Okay, but
I'm scared.
Shambles is a word that is very, very strong.
Hashtag Team Shambles.
No. Do you even know what shambles means?
Yeah, falling apart. Yes, I do.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Shambles, a state of total disorder. Is this Laker team in disorder? No.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Ask me Wednesday. Oh, my goodness. Got a lot of games here in a short amount of time.
A state of confusion, bad organization, or untidiness. Something in that state. Are the Lakers any of that?
I can't say that right now, but
then
I mean,
they're not
ask me
in
on Wednesday.
shambles.
Ask me Wednesday.
My goodness, you're that guy. That's why you belong in the YouTube chat, brought to you by Active Collision. And I got to talk to Leo tomorrow. My boy Leo and the crew at Active Collision. Take care of my truck. I got to let him know because I was driving it today, and I heard like a squeak and like a little movement. And he's like, Beto, get your damn truck in here so I can fix it for you. Leo and the crew at Active Collision are available all 24 hours. 626-330-0100. That's 626-330-0100. Let him know 710 sent you, and you get a 50% discount on your insurance deductible, and he'll handle 100% of the insurance process. Leo, you are my new best friend. All right, good show tonight. Lakers take care of business. Simple as that. 125-109. Get in, get out, get the victory, move on. Game number 67 is done. Wednesday, here we go. Wednesday. It's who, Funch? Who's here on Wednesday?
Nuggets.
Who's here on Thursday?
Joker.
Thursday.
Oh, Milwaukee Bucks.
All right, let's do this again. Who's here on Wednesday, Funch?
Nuggets.
Who's here Thursday?
Bucks.
Who's here Saturday?
Bulls.
Man, it's going to be a tough 3 games.
It's 5 games in 7 nights.
We're working a lot. We're working a lot. Tomorrow, make sure you check out my boy CY and Friends, kiddos. He's there for you. You can't get rid of him if you heard the promo. CY does a good job, 7 to 9. And then 9 to 12, Travis and DeMarco. Noon to 3 is Mason and Ireland. And then 3 to 6, Sedano and Cap. And if you see over my shoulder, 710 for CHLA. Great job today, everybody at 710 with Children's Hospital Los Angeles. It wasn't your normal sports talk show radio day. They had a lot of the doctors doing amazing, beautiful work for those kids there at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. You can still bid on different adventures that we have for you up until midnight. And one of those is golf with me at Fantasy Springs, including dinner. That's where you want to go. So just check it out. Raising money. All the proceeds go to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Just fantastic, fantastic work that they have. All right. Dodgers start at 3 in the morning. Who's staying up to watch?
I don't know.
No?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
How about no? Blue Review tomorrow. Parker Bell. Bergie. You gonna watch that?
Possibly so. We'll see.
Thanks to everybody in the YouTube chat. Lex, Ron the Caddy, Marcelo Fam, everybody out there. Nice and calm today, Funch. That's what you want to have if you're the Lakers right now. Namaste. Oh, that's right. A lot of people are going to Cosm to watch the Dodger game at 3 in the morning.
Hey, really?
Yes,
wow, it's open that late?
No, it's opening special just for the Dodger game. For Rebecca Womble, Jonathan Reese, Funchy, and Will, I'm Beto Duran. Thanks for watching the Lakers postgame show, brought to you by Active Collision on 710 ESPN.
Lakers basketball, presented by
Vista Paint, locally owned, manufactured for over 65 years. Vista Paint is your home for